Now you are going to see the parallelogram law of vectors. Now you can take the two vectors, A vector, B vector, and it starts from point 4. So you can take the same magnitude of A and B. Then the angle between the A and B is theta. You can take the same magnitude of A and B. You can draw the parallelogram like this. Red color line and the blue color line. The red color line is the A vector. The same magnitude you are taking that other side and B also. So you can get the parallelogram. That from the origin O to that point will give C is give the resultant of the two vectors A and B. So resultant vector is a C vector. So the angle between resultant vector and A vector is alpha. Then they can give the letter O, P, Q, R are the four corners of the parallelogram law vector. OR is the A vector, OP is the B vector, OQ is the C vector. That is a resultant vector. So now we are going to do that OA is extending that line, and we have to draw the perpendicular from point Q to that R. So we will get that triangle. That point we denote that letter S. It is 90 degree. Q, S, R is 90 degree. At the same time, R, T, Q is also a 90 degree. Okay, from the diagram, now we are going to relate the equation. See that beta angle. That two angles are equal. POQ and OQR. Now we can take the triangle OQS. In that triangle, we are going to calculate the resultant vector OQ. We need that OQ. So OQ square equal to OS square plus SQ square. So in that, OQ square equal to that OS plus SQ. In OS square, it's not a single line. We are extended that line from R to S. So OS square equal to OR plus RS. OS equal to OR plus RS. So OS equal to A plus RS. That is A vector plus RS. Right? So you can take that equation number 2. So you can take that another one triangle QRS. QRS to get the value of RS. See that. Now again the triangle cos theta equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. That is adjust side by hypotenuse RS by RQ. So RS by B, that is a B vector. So by cross multiplying that, RS is equal to B cos theta. RS is equal to B cos theta. So instead of RS, we can write B cos theta. You can take that equation is a 3. Next. So you can do the calculation. You get the angle of sin theta equal to QS by RQ. QS equal by RQ is a B. So QS equal to B sin theta. And by doing the by cross multiplication, QS equal to B sin theta. So I can take that the equation number 4. So substituting this value RS and QS. So see that equation RS substituting the equation 2, OS equal to A plus B cos theta. So that value is substituted in the equation number 1. So equation number 1, equation 4 and 5 is substituted in equation number 1. So what will happen is OQ square equal to, instead of OS you can write A plus B cos theta the whole square plus B sin theta whole square. So A plus B cos theta, A plus B whole square formula use from that. So you can use that A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta plus B sin square theta. So when you are squaring that B cos theta, you will get B square cos square theta. So A square, B square is common. So you can take out sin square plus theta cos theta, that will become a 1. So you can write that equation C square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So this is a resultant. C is equal to root of A square plus B square 2AB cos theta. This is called cosine formula. So this is called a cosine formula. It's used in a very useful formula. It's called a cosine formula, right? Law. So it's called the triangle of vectors. In this vector, again you have to calculate the tan alpha. So now you are going to see the angle of the vectors, angle of the resultant vector. So angle of the resultant vector, we are going to take the triangle of OQS. In that triangle, already we calculate that B sin theta and B cos theta. See that tan alpha equal to QS by OS. Already we know that YS equal to OR plus RS. OR plus RS. So substituting that values, instead of QS, we can substitute B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. So tan alpha equal to this is the value. Okay, B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Or you can write alpha equal to tan inverse of B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Right? This is the equation. So find the angle of that resultant vector and direction. Right? And then next we are going to see that vector product. So vector, it has the two types of vector products are there. Multiplication, you are doing the two multiplication. One is the dot product, another one is the cross product. So now we are going to see the dot product, it's called scalar product. Cross product, it's called vector product. So now you are going to see the product of the two vectors. So you can take the two vectors, A vector and B vector. Angle between the two vectors is theta. In dot product, A vector dot B vector equal to AB cos theta, or you can write AB cos theta. That is called the dot product. Two vectors, it's not parallel vectors. So same direction, different magnitude is called parallel vectors. So theta equal to 0 means you will get the maximum. A vector, B vector, modulus of A vector, modulus of B vector. Because cos 0 becomes 1. Suppose 90 degree. Cos theta equal to 90 degree means total vector equal to 0. Because cos 90 is 0. So A dot B equal to 0 for 90 degree. Right? So cross product or vector product of two vectors, that is a dot product. Here now you are going to see the cross product. So you can take the two vectors, A vector, B vector. Angle between the two vectors is theta. So multiply the two vector, A vector cross B vector equal to A vector, B vector into sin theta. So cross product means that product of the magnitude of the two vector into sine angle between the two vectors. Sine angle between the two vectors. The resultant vector is that another one axis. C is the resultant vector. So that vector will give the direction of right hand palm rule, right hand corkscrew rule. So n cap, where n cap is the unit vector, that will give the direction of the product of the two vector. Right hand corkscrew rule, using that we can find out the resultant vector, or right hand thumb rule. So these are the two rules. See how you are using the right hand screw rule. So if the right hand screw is rotated from a vector A to vector B through a small angle, the direction of advancing the screw gives the direction of cross product of the vectors A and B. So this is A cross B. Suppose the screw is rotated from the B to A through a small angle advancement will be downward. Hence the cross product of the vector A and B is equal negative of the cross product of B and A. Suppose you are multiplying in the opposite direction, you will get the negative side. So A vector cross B vector equal to minus B vector into A vector. It's not equal. It does not commute the commutating property. Right? In the fingers of the right hand are curved such a way that the point along the direction of rotation from vector A to B through a small angle, then the thumb finger points the direction of cross product of a vector A and B. So this is a right hand thumb rule. So using that we can find out the resultant vector. Okay, when you multiply the two vector, A vector cross B vector equal to minus B vector into A vector. So that means we are multiplying in opposite direction. It is a negative direction. Resultant will be in the negative direction. That's also indicating in the right hand thumb rule. Okay. So this is a property of the scalar product and the vector product. So scalar product is a dot product. A vector dot B vector equal to AB cos theta. That cross product A vector cross B vector equal to A vector B vector into sin theta. So You are giving the value to the sine theta and cos theta from 0, 90, 180, 270, 360 means you can get the different values. So for sine theta, it will have the value for 90 degree and 190 degree. 90 degree is a positive value, 180 is negative sign. For cos theta, it's 0, it is a maximum. Suppose we are giving the 90 degree means this is a 0, right? So these are all the different properties of the scalar product and the vector product. Okay.